Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
Please
And
stop singing.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
2 minutes for roping.
I like that. You're a jabroni.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's What the Show. I'm one of our co-hosts. My name is AJ Lancaster.
Hello, it is us, the Deacons from the Deacon Couch. Bethany, Mike. We are juiceless tonight. Sad. But he's on vacation. And you know what they say, when the juice is away, the mice will play. So who knows what weird shenanigans. This is going to be a balls to the wall stream. I just want everyone to know.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot going on.
We've never had a balls to the wall stream. We are the most functional YouTube channel in existence, and we always stick to the script.
Yes, absolutely. And if this is your first time here, you're going to see that Streamlabs link posted at the top of the chat there, streamlabs.com/whattheshow/tip. Now, no donations go to improving the quality of this programming because honestly, that'd be no fun. Instead, we give back to communities across the country, sometimes across the world. This month, we are spotlighting O'Shea Children's Hospital in Buffalo, New York, even though none of us live in New York.
No.
I'm in Nebraska, y'all in Florida. So we decided to do something nice for a children's hospital based on a lost bet with Tom Grassi that I don't think he knew about, but that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, basically, that is why. It's for the children, y'all. It's a good cause.
Yes. So, any comments, questions you want to make sure that we see? We're going to be in the chat too, but yeah, that Streamlabs link there for you. So, Deacons, tell me about your week. Yes. Yes, you.
Well, first things first, I'm wearing a really cool Dead Coconut Club shirt, and it's new, and I love it.
Yes.
And it was a cool monster-themed tiki bar that they had during Halloween Horror Nights. I got a shirt. It's cute. That's first things first. Second thing second, another hurricane coming.
Overnight, sometime tonight.
Here we go again. So who knows? Who knows what time we're going to work tomorrow? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
But yeah, so it's been a time. The most important thing that happened to us this week was that we found out that Megastructures himself, Casey Houseman, I think is his name in Moonfall. I refuse to learn the actor's name.
He's Megastructure,
He's
dude.
Megastructure, dude. Was in Marry Me. We put on Marry Me just because we were looking for something to turn our brains off. And then we're like, holy crap, Megastructure dude is in it. And we fell in love. So
Yes.
we will be doing a review of Marry Me tonight.
I'd like to just reiterate, I fell in love with Moonfall.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
I also watched both movies.
Yes. AJ most 100% definitely watched both movies.
Yeah, I watched
We also want to talk about, AJ, did you hear about this? That was my Jay Leno. I hope you enjoyed that. It was not good. Did you watch Weird? Did you watch the Weird Al movie?
I have not yet.
Oh,
Even though I believe that Weird Al's Twitter account has led for basically every reason to watch this movie. Have you guys seen what he's been doing, like responses and Q&As and stuff?
Yeah.
Basically
Like-
telling everybody to watch it however the hell they can. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, when somebody in Australia asked how they could watch it, he's
Yeah.
like, there's VPN, that's very probably no way to watch it legally in Australia yet. I'm sure this is going to cause a torrent of questions. It's so good. I'm just
Weird Al is
Weird
just
Al.
a national treasure. He is 100%
Absolute
going to be
hero.
on our heroes bracket next year. No questions asked.
What a hero. What a legend. What?
I also found out that his Saturday morning TV show is now on Peacock.
Yes, we did watch some of that.
Yeah, it's quite a watch. It had
I
baby
still have-
basketball.
It did.
I still have like a couple of weeks of Peacock because I got it for that stupid Halloween movie, but
We might have a juice. I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, we've got a
We've
semblance.
got a. Oh,
There he is.
there he is.
Maybe.
Juice, can you hear us? It's a,
Papa, can you hear me?
Juicy. Oh,
Oh
Juicy.
man.
Are you there, Juicy? It's like a juicy fruit. Like
There's
you
like
take
a,
like two.
a setup, but I don't see him, and he is on mute.
He's
ever had
doing this from his phone. He's
Here, so because
Three-
the other
yeah.
direction, I don't.
We've
He
got-
still has a better setup than us.
I know how always.
He's juice. What do you expect? Now I was going to bring up the juicy fruit. You take like two chews and it has no more flavor.
Two chews.
No, it's a delicious two chews, but then it's done.
Yeah, well, it's like when it goes from dry to juicy to
Oh, he's gone.
Now, bye, Juicy.
Hi, Juicy. Come back to us.
Juicy Lucy.
juicy. Come home.
What was I gonna say? Okay, so we have a really great fidget spinner story. Before we all talk about why we're all here tonight, which is that we all watched 100% all watched "Marry Me" and loved
Yeah,
it.
I promised you I would. Why are you making this a thing?
And he did.
Yeah.
AJ has never let me down. But first, we're gonna tell a fidget spinner story. Which, okay, so you know the fidget spinner craze, obviously, of a few years back. Which I was always like, I don't understand this obsession with these fidget spinners. But anywho, Mike gets a bunch of random free stuff from work, like all the time. So
My office is right by the warehouse, so I guess it's like whatever they have
Yeah.
extra, they just give to
So
us.
he randomly got a fidget spinner, and we're all like, "Huh, it's funny." Like that craze kind of died down, But that's fidget spinners. Like obviously we know what they are, whatever. So he gets this fidget spinner, and it is ridiculous how much the two of us are like obsessed with it. And one of us is pretty much always in the living room, just like messing around with. Like it's this dumb fidget spinner, and we are obsessed with it. So, anywho's, today there was a mild panic because we were mocking fidget spinners, but now we realized, are we fans of the fidget spinner? 3 years too late, when all of a sudden he's in our recliner and he drops the fidget spinner into the recliner, and we thought that it was lost for good. And I cannot stress the lengths we went to retrieve this stupid piece of spinning plastic. But I legitimately was like, "You dropped the fidget spinner?" Like, I was upset.
Did you actually have like a minute of like anxiety where you needed it to comfort you and you didn't have it?
I needed to fidget, and I could not fidget because it was stuck in the chair. So we're like both over there, and he's like, "We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it." Because I am actually like, we're both actually like sort of distraught about the fact that we thought we may have lost the stupid fidget spinner. So
Our free fidget spinner.
our free fidget spinner, we did not spend a single dime on this, again, stupid little thing. And so we literally turned the recliner upside down on the side to like serve. So anyways, clearly it has a happy ending because we retrieved the fidget spinner. But the second this happened earlier today, I'm like, this is being told on stream because we are actually ridiculous.
Did it
For
like have
how-
that same feeling of like when you lose your keys and you need to get them? Like,
Yes. It was a little bit like that. And I was just like, well, honest to goodness, my real thought was we got this thing for free. And we just like, it sits in the living room and one of us picks it up for a little bit and fidgets with it and whatever. And
you can-
when I thought it was lost, I was like, oh crap, are we going to actually have to buy one now? Because now I'm kind of attached to the little thing. And if we can't find this one, I'm actually going to have to sink in my real adult money into a stupid toy from 3 years ago. Anyways, alas, we found the free one, so we did not have to spend any money on a new one. So it was a happy day.
I love that you're fidget spinner people now. I love your arc.
We're
So
fidget
great.
spinner people now. There's a lot of things we've learned about ourselves recently, and one of them is that we might be fidget spinner people now.
Yes. I love this for you.
It's
This reminds me of that part in Marry Me when like he has to stay at his best friend's house, and like he has
And
like
who is
this like they have a
this
race car bed. They have a
that
race
you
car bed.
speak of?
The Megastructures guy has a race car bed,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he stays with his roommates or his
Yes.
parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that. Just,
That was really a scene. I mean, AJ, since you brought it up, let's just dive right on into Marry Me. So first, a couple of thoughts. One, sorry, I'm getting weird weather updates. Again, just to reiterate to everyone, we do have a hurricane coming. Anywho, so back to Marry Me. So big one, Megastructures guy is in it. Here's another thing. So Jennifer Lopez, obviously the star of this movie. She is marrying this guy who I knew in real life was like, I don't know, probably some famous pop singer or something, not someone I know. But anyways, I realized he was probably a bit younger than her. Today I IMDb'd who he was, and I realized that he was born in 1994. And at the beginning of this movie, Jennifer Lopez was supposed to be marrying him. And I was like, ew, she was born in 1969. So that's weird. She could be his mother.
she was already on the block at that point.
Oh, she was already way on the block by the time that this man entered into the world. So, yeah, just saying. That's a thing. Anywho, so that's weird. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cute. Obviously, Megastructures steals the show. He does get quite a big moment at the end where he helps out. There is a couple of math moments. There's a what do they call it? Try the mathalon things. That's in Mean Girls as well.
The
mathletes.
Mathletes.
So there's a whole mathletes moment at the end. Jennifer Lopez has some great outfits. There are some fun, catchy songs. Sarah Silverman is weirdly cast this movie, but also enjoyable. I liked her. Did not picture her in this role, but she was fun. But yes, you remember what Megastructure's name is in this movie, right, AJ?
Yeah, it was Paul, right? They said Paul?
Well, it was Colin, but Paul is so close.
Yeah.
They call him Paul in that one scene to be funny because, like, Owen Wilson's character forgets his name.
Wow.
But it's really Colin.
That's what it was in my notes.
Chemistry between Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson, because I really thought the scene where he made them, he made her be like a real person for the day, and she had to do everything for herself, and so she broke the window to get into the house was really cute. But AJ, I'm dying to know your favorite.
Well, and it was kind of a twist, like right after that scene, like where they have that time where they hook up for the first time. We're gonna keep it a little PG, but they're doing their thing, and then Terry Bradshaw walks in. That's the dad.
That was crazy.
It was a twist.
It really was. There are so many more twists and turns to Marry Me than I would have ever thought. And that little girl actress who's in like every movie now, when you need like a daughter or a little precocious girl, she is the daughter in this one.
Dakota Fanning. Dakota Fanning she was great.
Yeah, and Evan from Mighty Ducks is in this movie. So I was happy to see him. He was in the math class, and I was like, Evan from Mighty Ducks. Hey, Matt. We all watched Mighty Ducks today. Anyone in the chat, if you don't want Mighty Ducks spoilers, we might spoil that at some point. So I'm just warning you. Good episode. I agree with Matt Thomas, though. They did blue ball us a little bit. Was really expecting a big OG character reveal in this episode.
Blue balls.
No one was revealed, and I was a little bit sad about that. But it was still a very good episode.
Yeah, it was like the first. I think that was calling it Spirit of the Ducks Part 2, where the first one is when they brought in the reunion for the cast. That was a little yikes. But it was literally just the spirit of the ducks. Now all the ducks have their own, duck spirit animal. And it's kind of like when they had the medallions in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. Like it's insane.
It got a hat.
Yeah.
Nick, as per usual, absolute MVP this episode. When is he not?
That kid is
Kuzo
like,
also really had some great moments too this episode. I loved him.
I have a question though.
Mhm.
Question. Why Knuckle Puck look different now than Knuckle Puck look original?
yes.
The Knuckle Puck, the way they filmed the Knuckle Puck looked very weird, I feel like. And I'm like, why did you not just do it like you used to?
There you go. Finally,
yes.
show gets unhinged.
We finally went off the rails. We've stayed on track for so long. Every episode has just gone exactly the way we've ever expected it to. Tonight, though, we're just throwing everything out the window. Juicy's here, so we're Juicy Lucy.
That part in Marry Me, though, at the end, where like after they broke up and like he makes his last ditch effort to get back together because he realizes that he's still in love with her, and he shows up at like, I think it's like her book club or whatever. And it's just a bunch of women in the house, and he's like, I need to talk to my wife in a way that's kind of threatening. I don't think this is going to age well when you rewatch it like 25 years later, right?
Sure, yeah, probably won't.
But then she's like, she's like, shut up. You had me at hello. Like that was kind of beautiful. Still,
it's so weird how that happened because it was so reminiscent. I feel like of another movie I've seen before.
Moonfall.
So many things. What is the race carpet in reference to? I feel like I got the other two references.
Okay, we're just gonna break it. I told them 5 minutes before the stream that I didn't watch this movie. The race car bed was Grandma's Boy.
I sleep in a race car bed. How about you? I sleep in a big bed with my wife.
I did not realize. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that movie. That's why I'm like, I'm getting the other two references, but I did not get the race car one. Yeah, AJ dropped the ball, everyone. He did not watch Marry Me. You're not really missing much.
It's a cliche. It's a
standard rom-com.
It is a harmless movie. It is a perfectly fine watch.
It was cute.
You're gonna forget it very quickly. I don't remember any character's name.
You know, Hollywood just ain't making those rom-coms like they used to. But it did harken back to like a J-Lo, a Maid in Manhattan.
Now
that when she was in with Matthew McConaughey, Wedding Planner. It was very similar to that. It was cute.
We also came it's not even full circle. We had to fill in the gap because we had seen the original Cutting Edge, and then we found Cutting Edge 3 one day, and you watched that, and then all of a sudden we found Cutting Edge 2.
Very confusing watching in that order, but we figured it all out.
I don't know what Cutting Edge is at all.
Oh my god! I'm gonna need you, AJ, this is so important to me. I really am gonna need you to watch The Cutting Edge. Legitimately, you're gonna love it. I hope you love it. I really hope you love it.
I think you'll actually like it.
The first one is so good, and then every one subsequently after is not good. It's oh my god, it's so good.
So 1992 movie with
is a Pete Deacon favorite.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre.
Listen, everybody loves The Cutting Edge. There are two types of people in the world. People who have not seen The Cutting Edge and people who love it. If you watch The Cutting Edge, you just love it.
Could you imagine the next time I see your dad, I walk up to him, I just strike up a conversation about it?
You're like, it's not The Cutting Edge. Wait, I wonder if Allison's ever seen The Cutting Edge. Because if not, I want to go on her podcast.
Message her right now.
I message everyone. We might be booking a thing.
Allison San Milanimon.
Your husband, Frank?
Yeah, well, wait. Frank doesn't exist.
Have you?
No, first of all, it's Franck.
You're
Franck.
Right.
Yeah, it's the French.
I want to say let's do a watch along, AJ, but I really want you to focus and pay attention and watch it like alone the first time, I think, and then maybe we could do a watch along.
Just like Moonfall,
because it's so good.
You guys are going to forget that we had this conversation like 3 weeks from now. I'm going to show up and I'm like, we're going to have an entirely different topic, but I'll be like, I have notes.
Yes, that is indeed Nala as well from The Lion King. Maura Kelly.
Okay. Maura Kelly is in this. And DB Sweeney.
DB Sweeney.
Doug Dorsey. Oh my God. It is... Speaking of like comfort sports movies, it is a very silly, but honestly just very endearing romantic comedy set to Olympic figure skating, and it is fantastic.
Oh yeah, you
Do
got
you
me.
love sports movies? Do you love actually well-written rom-coms? This movie's for you.
Oh, I mean,
No, it's
okay.
not. Is that true? Wait, Danny, is that true?
It was called My Hero Academia.
Okay, so I remember hearing about this now, because this was back when the Schmodown was still alive, and they were like,
What's that?
they were like, will this count as an Inner Geekdom movie? This is where I heard about Marry Me First.
Interesting.
Random, yeah.
100% true. Fascinating. I really need Allison to get back to me like ASAP about this very important question, because I 100%.
You want to call her? I have her phone number.
Oh, 100%
Allison, wake up. I know you wake up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym, but we
Here,
need this.
Mike, I'll call her. You just say her number over the air real quick.
This is this is now actually just turning into this entire rest of the stream is just me, Bethany, fangirling about the Cutting Edge. No, Mike likes the Cutting Edge. I like the Cutting Edge. Pete Deacon likes the Cutting Edge. Everybody likes the Cutting Edge. It's a great movie.
It's no Moonfall.
Toe pick. The words toe pick are really. Oh my god! Did she just respond? Oh no.
So
No, no, it's not her. I thought it was her responding, and it was just someone texting me about something completely different.
No.
And not as important.
So I had a moment this week. I've been comfort watching sports movies because the political climate in the United States of America is. So I've been comfort watching sports movies. Sorry, I blacked out there for a second.
Yeah.
And when was the last time you guys rewatched Any Given Sunday?
It's been a hot minute.
I have not watched that in a very long time.
This movie is so fucking unhinged.
Yeah, I do remember being extremely unhinged. Yeah.
It's just the microaggression things. Like there's Bettina's character shows up at Cameron Diaz's character's house, and he walks in and lights up a cigarette. She does not smoke, and she's like, this is her mansion as the owner of this home, and she's just fine with it. She doesn't say anything.
Just smoke.
And I'm just like, holy shit, the 90s were weird.
The 90s were weird.
I remember walking into Friendly's and them having a smoking section and a non-smoking section, but it was just divided by a very small wall. And people who were in the smoking section could blow their smoke into the non-smoking section, and there could be smoke in the non-smoking section.
Oh yeah, the smoking sections in restaurants.
That wasn't a common thing in all restaurants.
Yeah.
When we went to Village Inn, my dad would have to sit in the smoking section. This was a thing. Don't ask about my troubled childhood. But yeah, it's stuff like that, and when you watch this movie and the stuff that happens, it's compared to NFL rules, you're just okay, you're seeing all these penalties going on. They're in this fantasy land. This movie does not exist in our universe.
Oh yeah.
It is so wild. And he's a 2-2 backup quarterback. He doesn't do he's not good really on the field at any point. He has a couple good games. This would be if then he has his own rap song, right? This would be if Taylor Heineke had his own rap song.
My name is Taylor Heineke, and that doesn't rhyme with anything. Yeah,
that's the thing. Willie Beeman. In the name, my name is Willie is the name of the song.
My name is Willie. Willie.
I just lost my shit watching this 2.5 hour movie.
Right, and that's in the 90s. That's a long ass movie for that time frame.
Oliver Stone ripped so many lines of cocaine and then did that followed by Gladiator.
Yep.
What a time.
It's
you're talking about how unhinged the movie is, with everything that would not find NFL. If you ever want to see really crazy, Go on YouTube and find the original XFL and just look up like XFL's greatest hits. Every single one of them would just be like years worth of suspensions in the current NFL.
Well, and like I know that you have not played a video game since Super Nintendo, but God, I wish you played Blitz the League back in the day.
Oh no, I had 64. I had Blitz.
No, Blitz the League. Blitz
that
the League was when they lost their NFL license, so they were like, fuck you. We're
Gotcha.
going to do our own imaginary football league. It's going to be a tiered system like soccer, and then like players like as the manager of your team in the franchise mode, you can bet on the games and you can give your players steroids.
What?
And the steroids have different effects.
Oh
and
man,
like,
my team would be so roided up.
Yeah, but you could still get caught, but you could give your players steroids, and like there's like tackle animations where you take off somebody's helmet and beat them with it, like straight up Myles Garrett style. It's dude, you would have loved this game.
That sounds amazing. That sounds so cool.
I'm going to buy you a PlayStation 2.
For a while there. But like the other spelling.
Pretty hot and tempting.
Yes. Fat.
That's fat, yo. I'm bringing it back.
Oh, we don't say the phrase "we're bringing it back." It just makes me think of Clerks 2, and then I start to want to make a joke I shouldn't. Thanks, Randall.
There's only one return. And it's of the Jedi.
First movie. Second movie. Third movie.
And there is our reenactment of The Lord of the Rings, courtesy of one AJ Lancaster. Everyone give us a round of applause. Well
For
done,
the audio listeners.
Well done, AJ.
Those
well
audio
done.
listeners, AJ was.
Can you imagine if we ever had somebody trying to listen to us on audio? It just would we would be like the worst audio listen of all time.
We initially called ourselves a podcast.
Aren't we still What the Show Pod on Twitter? Like I don't even know what our Twitter handle.
When I say what I'm doing on a Wednesday night, I say, I gotta go like film the podcast, but it's not really a podcast.
We don't even know our own Twitter handle.
Mike, I will send you the $8 to get our Twitter handle verified.
Oh my god!
Yes, we can have a blue check mark.
We're gonna pay that jabroni Elon Musk. Yeah, Elon Musk, I'm calling you a fucking jabroni, you jabroni.
You're a jabroni.
I'm just gonna send that over to you right now before we get
We don't even know when it's gonna start.
It's already going on.
Oh, so already making people.
Are we getting verified?
What the show is going to be verified starting tomorrow for 1 month.
For 1 month, we will be verified. Sweet. Sweet, y'all. You want to see a blue check mark next to What the Show? Because we are professional and we deserve that because $8 will get you anything you want these days, apparently.
You should change the description to verified podcast.
Verified podcast. We're verified.
Verified podcast. Hashtag Elon's a jabroni.
Who has been enjoying the downfall of Twitter? Because I've been enjoying it.
The dumpster fire that is Twitter has been just an astounding watch lately.
My favorite part was when you click on somebody's check mark, it tells you whether they paid to be verified or if they were verified because they were important. And now Elon's verified check mark says that he paid for Twitter Blue. So he paid $4 billion and $8.
And
so
he's also paying $8 now every month to himself. I don't even know.
He paid it into the corporate bank account, which I don't think he still does. Guys, what the fuck is Twitter?
Well, we've been asking this question a lot lately, but like Twitter is a way for Elon Musk to recover a terrible $44 billion investment.
Not going to happen.
No.
There was somebody I follow on Twitter, David Bell, who is Tom Ryman's podcasting partner for Gamefully Unemployed, also a writer for Some More News, said, somebody could do a website and call it literally Twitter from 6 months ago, and everybody would go there.
Yeah.
And I just had to reply to it. Imagine telling yourself like 6 months ago that this is the good Twitter.
Yeah.
True.
Now, there's only one good Twitter, and that is the Iron fucking Sheik's Twitter, because he just tells it like it is. Everybody's a jabroni, and he wants to break Hulk Hogan's back. I'm just like, that is the perfect use of Twitter. Nobody else should even try.
There was also the guy who ate 40 rotisserie chickens in 40 days.
And that man also is going on the heroes list next year.
Yeah. Like, there's a news interview with him afterwards. If you guys saw like the whole Twitter saga and like social saga of him,
This is not a party.
Day. And he was just like, is chicken like your favorite food? He's like, I hate chicken. I did this because it would cause me pain. This was a trial. It's just like he's deadpan about it.
Ugh, I'm so ready to stop getting political emails. I thought I was done.
Twitter. Oh, I like this. Like the Vitch. I love it. Oh. Give me the what's his face? Who directed The Witch? Guys, we don't have to know movie trivia anymore.
I don't know. I turned that part of my brain off.
The Northman as well. The Lighthouse?
Willem Dafoe.
I mean, I agree with Lego that I like
Robert Eggers. Sorry.
Eggers.
Yes.
I like the Insta.
He needs to meet up with Baconers.
No, he does a movie with Daryl Hammond. Ham and Eggers.
Hey! Bobby the Brain Heenan would be so proud of you right now.
Thank you. Oh. What were we talking about?
I don't remember.
I don't even know. Oh, Mike was going to tell us this is literally. I was just like stress everyone. It was a long day. Had to close down at my job, prepare for a hurricane. It was the whole thing. But anyways, Mike was telling us backstage because AJ was telling us how he'd been watching, just comfort sports movies. And so I was talking about Friday Night Lights, which is my favorite show of all time, and how there's a new podcast that's coming up tomorrow, and I'm very excited. And so then Mike was like, I have a story about Friday Night Lights, the movie before I went to the movie theater. And he did not tell it to us yet because I said,
when I worked at the
save
movie
it
theater
for the pod. Mostly so that way. So I just said pod, like it's pod, it's whatever. Save it for the stream. So that way, A, we could drink because he's going to talk about how he worked in the movie theater. And then B, we can hear the story.
So this is a one-time only occurrence. So we get our show times on, back then, this is 2003 that movie came out.
Sure, that sounds right.
So my theater used to publish the show times on Wednesdays because we get them corporate, how many prints of each movie we were getting. And we get everything in, and on Thursday night, we get notification from Fox that they got into an argument with Regal, and we were no longer receiving that movie. So it is advertised in like our local newspapers and on Fandango and stuff that we are playing this movie, and all these people show up to see it, and we don't have it.
Now, I love that all these people were hyped to go see Friday Night Lights. Which I mean, same. Although, again, I'm not really a big fan of the movie, but the show is fantastic.
Well, okay. So I've tried to watch the movie 3 times. Never got through it. It's Any Given Sunday, but high school football. And I'm sorry, Billy Bob Thornton, you are no Al Pacino. You can tell him I said it. You could tell him I said it from our verified account.
We're going verified, baby.
We're verified, baby.
We're only doing this for 1 month for the What the Show Twitter. I just want to stress that for anybody who is as opposed to this entire concept as we are.
1 month for irony, for funniness.
What the show is getting verified, baby.
I'll give my $8 to Elon Musk, and that's all he's ever getting for me.
Oh, there's going to be like 35 posts a day just saying we're verified, baby. And maybe I'll just keep quote tweeting it.
Baby.
Baby.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, I mean, I'll say it too. He is no Al Pacino.
But he's Willie from Bad Santa, and he's wonderful in that movie.
Man, I'm so excited for Violent Night.
Violent Night looks so good.
Yeah.
We're actually like we have tickets to see Wakanda Forever tomorrow night. We had to get backup tickets because of this hurricane.
Just in case.
So we have tickets for tomorrow and for Monday just in case we can't see it tomorrow.
I don't know if I told you guys about my idea for how Violent Night should end. You're gonna be sad about it. You did?
Like Lozano?
Yeah, it's the rules from the Santa Claus, and then Lozano wins, but then he becomes Santa Claus. Come on. And then
so
like
what exactly
you do an ugly. What's that?
Sorry, I got distracted by the comments. Finish your thoughts on Violent Night, and then I'm gonna ask my question.
Okay, so we do like an ugly Cronenberg, like disgusting transformation of him turning into Santa. Like he like swells up and his like veins bulge and shit, and then he's Santa Claus. Oh, dude. Then like who? I don't know who would take him down in the next movie, but it would have to be somebody like then he's evil Santa in the next movie and somebody good comes in. I don't know who that would be. I think what's that Saul Goodman guy up to these days? I think that's a good choice. Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk? That's okay. I'm into Bob Odenkirk. Yeah, I'm into that. Make it happen.
You can make 50 of these.
Wait, is it saying we can't be verified?
Well, I think it's so. I just pulled up Twitter and it says we're working to make Twitter Blue available in your country in the future. What country are we based out of, Elon?
I thought this was. I thought what?
Welcome to Croatian podcast. What the show?
Yeah, like if he that was way too close. No one can see that. That's okay. That's better now. People can see it. But like he is in the US of A and he has it, so why can't we?
He's a South African emerald miner.
True. All right, here's my question now from the chat. Now that there's two people in the chat telling me about this Marry Me webcomic, so the webcomic is the same premise? It's like two singers were supposed to get married, and then someone shows up with a sign. Tell me about this webcomic. If someone could please explain.
Danny actually DM'd me the link to the webcomic. I'm going to be checking it out after the show.
I'm fascinated by this now.
Now that I've seen the movie, I should see the source material.
Yeah, of course.
Then we can compare and contrast which we preferred more. The movie has the plus side of having Megastructures guy in it, or the webcomic, which has the plus side of actually probably being good.
Megastructures.
Again, the movie wasn't bad. It just wasn't.
That weird part where the diamond executive like thinks it's a good idea to stick his head out of a window and yell, "Women of New York, go frost yourselves!" Like that was a little unhinged, right?
Listen, I love the frost yourself advertisement, though. Okay.
and then
is it weird? Yes. Do I love it? Also, same exact premise, very different look. Okay, I'm so intrigued by this.
And like J-Lo has been a bridesmaid 27 times. Like that's a little much. Nobody
got knocked up.
Yeah.
That's not
true. Oh yeah, and then she gets knocked up by Seth Rogen. What the fuck?
What are the two of you on about? This is the Kelly Clarkson Taylor Swift thing all over again.
And then they make then they make a porno, but then they like while they're doing the scene, they realize they're in love with each other, and then the porn is not really entertaining.
Why is Elizabeth Banks getting brought into this now?
She hosts Press Your Luck.
Elizabeth Banks deserves better. Elizabeth Banks is a national treasure. Speaking of Elizabeth Banks, we rewatched some Hunger Games the other day. Who's into the prequel? I might check it out. I didn't read.
What'd you rewatch? Sorry.
We were rewatching Hunger Games, and then we rewatched Hunger Games: Catching Fire the other day.
Oh yeah, but the prequel is going to be like the first quarter quell.
Yeah, with what's his face, President Snow as like the main character, but I'm like, but he's a dickwad, and he's like going to be I don't know. Well, I could probably will still be a dickwad. Right?
He's going to become a dickwad at the end, is my
Yeah.
assumption.
Okay,
Very
so
Anakin Skywalker. Oh, do you want to hear a funny story?
here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. Is that Elizabeth Banks is in there, but they do a deep fake on a child's face, and it's kind of like Orphan. You guys have seen the Orphan movies?
Yes.
I can't wait
Well,
for
I haven't
Megan.
seen it, but I've seen like the trailer. Oh my god, Megan looks so disturbing.
Meath Regan?
Yeah. Me too.
Meath Regan is from the
Wait,
Raiders.
AJ,
of
do you
Low
want to
Vigor.
hear a really funny story of the other night?
Always.
Thinking of Anakin Skywalker made me think of this. Okay, so during the pandemic, we started these things. They used to be called Sleepover Saturdays, and then they moved to Fridays when we went back to work.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, because we weren't able to Saturday. Anyways, so during the pandemic, again, we lived in this tiny 1-bedroom apartment. We don't even have like a patio or anything.
Yeah.
So sometimes just to switch things up a little bit, because there wasn't a lot going on for like 75 days of our lives. Every Saturday, to have something to look forward to, we would sleep in the living room instead of the bedroom, and we would watch Star Wars movies. Okay, so this is what we did. We called Sleepover Saturdays. It was the thing. So anyways, so now every once in a while, we don't do it every week anymore because that's not how life works. But every once in a while, if we have a Friday, we can do it. We literally call Sleepover Fridays, and we kind of do the same thing. We'll watch. That's actually when we watch Marry Me. We watch something kind of during the regular part of the night. You drink some wine, and then you put on a Star Wars to like go to bed. So during the pandemic, we went through all of them like chronological order, and now we just kind of pick whatever we're feeling. So we were feeling a prequel. So I told Mike Attack of the Clones. So we put on Attack of the Clones. We've been drinking some wine. Obviously, we're gonna fall asleep to watching Attack of the Clones at some point, right? So I do. I fall asleep. This little shit. I fall asleep.
What?
And I wake up hours later, and all of a sudden, Revenge of the Sith is on, because I heard this one line of dialogue, and all of a sudden I'm like, this is not from Attack of the Clones. Like in my like half awake, half asleep brain, I'm like, I know this is not from Attack of the Clones. So I like wake up fully to look over, and I'm like, oh yes, Revenge of the Sith has started. And I thought, because we had it playing on Disney Plus, I thought maybe it just like auto played. I learned later that he put it on. Anyways, this is where it gets funny. So we have these two Star Wars movies on. I sleep through Revenge of the Sith after watching a little bit of it. And then, I don't know why I'm so slap happy, y'all. I'm so sorry. Anyways, so I can't even tell the story.
Okay, is it Major League? Is it Major League 2? Because if it was falling up either Star Wars, like...
I'm dead to the world asleep on the couch, okay? We just had 2 Star Wars movies on. I can't tell the story.
Well, so to give a little backstory to this, I was out of town about a year and a half ago.
I don't know why this is so funny to me right now.
So I'm out of town, and apparently Bethany, who never lets me fall asleep with the TV on during normal times because I like background noise, decides because I'm out of town, she needs background noise.
It was too quiet in the apartment.
And she decides she's going to watch Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
I did, yeah.
So then she falls asleep during it the first night, and then decides the next night she's going to try it again.
Because then I wanted to watch it, but I fell asleep, so I put it on again.
And then this became a cycle of her falling asleep during it and re-putting it on. And she made the mistake of telling me.
I did.
She made the mistake of
So
telling
then
me.
he was trying to turn my Disney Plus account algorithm into thinking all I did was watch Pirates of the Caribbean. So he kept going under my account to put on Pirates of the Caribbean. And it looked like I was a crazy person. And I thought Disney was going to check on me and be like, hey, lady, stop watching Pirates of the Caribbean. So anywho, I'm dead asleep on the couch. Star Wars has been playing when he wakes up at like 3 a.m. or even later. I don't know what
It was like 5 a.m.
5 a.m. in the morning to put on Pirates of the Caribbean, because this is an inside joke that we have that he puts it on my Disney Plus account. But anyways, I don't know that he's doing that, of course, at 5 o'clock in the morning because I'm dead to the world asleep. And my biggest fear in life, as AJ knows, because I talk about it all the time because I'm afraid to visit him in Nebraska, is tornadoes. So the beginning of Pirates of the Caribbean, something about like the boat or whatever, like something sounded like a whistle. And all I know is everyone warns you that, like, you know, basically that tornadoes sound like a train coming, you know? And so, like, however Pirates of the Caribbean started when I was dead asleep sounded like that. So I'm laying on the couch, sleeping. My phone is plugged in on the other end of the couch. And I wake up in a panic, searching for my phone to see if there's a tornado warning, because I think that I'm about to die, okay? And it turns out that it's this asshole just putting on Pirates of the Caribbean at 5 o'clock in the morning because he thinks he's funny. So he doesn't know what's going on in my head. He just sees me praying and he's like, whoa. But like, I don't even know what you said. Like, started lunch or whatever. And then I go, it's just Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm like that. And I don't know why. It just cracks me up at him trying to be funny and put this movie on. I thought I was going to die at 5 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, that's the story. I don't know why it made me laugh so much. But it's just very funny.
I mean, that's bookending a good joke. That's a great bit. Gotta
Yeah.
Like,
there were so many layers to that. First, you had to understand the Star Wars and the sleepover thing, and then you had to understand the whole Pirates of the Caribbean bit that we have, and then you have to understand. I don't know. Anyways, it was a whole thing.
What the show? We have layers.
We have layers. Ooh, I literally was crying. I was laughing so hard. I'm so slap happy. It's really been a day.
We don't know what time we're going to work tomorrow.
I don't know. Everything's up in the air tomorrow. I don't know.
oh,
It is. We are a cake. We've got like, oh god, oh god.
sorry,
Here's
we're
the
not.
thing.
We don't fat shame here. We drug shame. What?
We Pirates of the Caribbean. What a great movie. I really hope this new Haunted Mansion movie is actually quality and not that shit Eddie Murphy thing. I don't know.
Okay, so
Okay.
Lego saying what the show is cake. Everything is a cake. Everything is a cake. Sorry. Have you checked to see if you're cake today?
I'm not cake.
Think so.
Okay.
I don't have any buttercream on me.
No, you know, it's you would appear to be normal, but then you slice in, and then it's cake.
Oh, I don't know if I want to cut into myself. That sounds kind of painful. I did buy little snack cakes because we went to the store to buy some non-perishables. And I think you're supposed to buy like canned goods, but we bought like cereal and snack cakes because we're adults.
Well, and I saw this post the other day that Publix are adding bars to some of their stores.
So the one I saw the same thing. That was a Lucky's Market that already had it in it. So they just steered into the skid.
Well, they should really put them in more because Publix is where shopping is a pleasure. There's not a law as a Floridian that you can be proud of, but damn it if I'm not proud of Publix.
Well, and here's what my thought was, is like if there's a bar and then there's those subs, then that's where you stay through a hurricane.
Yeah, 100%. Also, speaking of cakes in Publix, a lot of Publix make hurricane cakes again. It was fun. It didn't hurt anyone. I don't know why suddenly they had to stop doing it. You know, it's a terrible, scary time. And it was a funny, lighthearted thing that made people happy. And they made them stop it. And that makes me sad.
That sounds delightful. The fuck?
Yeah.
It was delightful. You got it for your little hurricane party, you know? Because people have to, like, hunker down together. You're stuck indoors for a couple of days. There's a lot of uncertainties.
You get your cake and your booze and you're set.
And a cookie cake with a little hurricane on it made you happy. And I don't know why we have to take that away.
If you can't get us verified tonight, you should watch Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
I don't know the correlation between those two things.
That just took a left turn.
Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is a bunch of like dumbass influencer friends who stay at their rich friend's mansion during a hurricane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like,
and where can we watch Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
It's on Peacock, right?
Oh,
Or HBO Max, one of the two.
it's not HBO Max. Don't worry, Darling is on HBO Max.
Oh boy.
oh
So, if
boy,
you need
we
to-
gotta watch that.
So yeah, if you need to like ride out the hurricane by like taking some acid, what?
Don't have any handy at the moment.
We
Sadly.
both supposedly got to work tomorrow.
Supposedly, I don't know when.
The trip would end by the time you go to work. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I could contact you guys about that sort of thing if I was looking for it and I was going to be like traveling there. I should contact you two specifically about any sort of like illicit substances if I were to do that. And not necessarily Mike. I think you, Bethany, are the person I should
Yeah, I'm definitely the person you go to. If you're traveling and you're looking for a drug hookup, please, by all means, contact me. You know I know these things.
Okay. I want to explain it, but I want you guys to watch this movie because this is. I cannot tell if this is more of a Mike movie or more of a Bethany movie, but it's definitely one.
It's definitely a movie.
We still need Bethany to watch Barbarian.
I still don't know if I should watch Barbarian. I'll watch Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I'm down.
Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is. There's a moment where I realized that they were doing something similar to another movie. And now, granted, I watched this movie alone. Like, I had the theater to myself. So I'm watching it naked, right? And I just like, oh, they did this. They're
Judge
doing
Dredd?
a break.
Eat recycled food.
Now, my question is, do you wait till you get into the dark theater where you know you're alone to get naked? Or do you just walk in your birthday suit, like, through the lobby?
No. Okay. So there's a process. It's assigned seating in theater. So I always take the back row in a theater. To the corner because, like, I always go off to a corner because, like, I'm one of those people that if I can check my phone and it doesn't bother somebody in a theater, I do that.
Doing it.
And then, like, when I got my seat, I booked it like an hour before the screening. Nobody else was booked. And I looked through. Nobody came in, and like.
Then it's fine.
After the trailers are done, you're not 100% clear. 5 minutes into the movie, you usually.
Oh yeah.
5 minutes in.
For sure. And then you get naked, and then you just pop your clothes back on before you leave.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
I wouldn't leave them there.
Yeah, where do you put them? Like,
So true.
do you just put them on the floor, on the chair next to you?
I would assume the chair next to you, right? For sure.
Yeah, fold them.
Well, he folds them neatly. He's not a menace to society. He's not a messy boy.
Sir, am I a menace to society?
And like they know me on a first name basis. My home movie theater. Like if they walked in and saw that, they'd probably be like, "Listen, man, we get it."
Our go-to AMC got new drinks recently at the bar, and that was exciting because people who are regulars to the AMC bar, the old MacGuffins.
I will say that this movie can seem like it's just being mean to Gen Z.
That's not very nice of them.
Okay.
Listen here, y'all. The kids are all right.
What follows Gen Z? Like, we're at Z already, and I don't know, like, what comes after that. Are we at, like, double A?
Well, I think it's
Also.
weird that we never had a Gen Y. It went Gen X, then we were millennials, and then it was Z. What's up with that?
Ooh, Z. What's up with that? What's up with
Can't
that?
be Howard Hughes. I'm Howard Hughes. Emulate somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, Generation Alpha?
Such
Is that
cool.
if we're doing that? Are we doing
Yeah.
Greek alphabet next?
Yes.
Um,
Because I mean, let's face it, we're not gonna make it to Delta. What?
Oh, did you just bring up our own mortality?
Yes.
We are Gen
And-
Y, and then they change it to millennials because 2000. What if I want to be Gen Y? I'm just gonna start calling myself
You
Gen.
can
No,
be
I don't
Gen
like that. I think I'll just be a millennial.
you'd be Jenny from the block.
Jenny. I'm so awesome, Jenny.
Oh.
I used to have a lip. What do you
But
think
yeah.
the things that like Gen Z is gonna end? Like if we, with our avocado toast and whatever, killed I don't know everything apparently according to older generations. What's Gen Z gonna kill? Like
The
we killed
Office.
cereal or something? I don't know. We're gonna kill the Office.
Now I'm
Democracy.
Democracy.
No.
Anyways, Gen Z, y'all are kicking butt so far. So go out there and continue to kick some butt. Oh, we have Florida has the first Gen Z congressperson.
Yes.
Exciting.
And
You go, Glenn Coco.
Glenn Coco got nominated.
No. But somebody seems like going to be a responsible representative of his constituents. Oh shit! If only we had that. Oh.
It's difficult to ask for these things. I don't know. It's just weird. It's like Gen X. Technically, we were Gen Y, apparently. That's so strange to me. Also, like, why did Gen X never get blamed for anything? Like, everyone's like, okay, boomer, and like, millennials with their avocado toast, and Gen Zers with their TikToks, but no one is ever talking any shit about Gen X, and I think we should start.
No, they got plenty of that during the 90s,
True.
Gen X was the grunge era.
They were. Here's the thing about Gen X. They lived through a really cush time and were like upset about it. They're like, oh, suburbia. Oh, the fact that I can afford a house and have a good paying office job. Oh, life sucks. And like they made a bunch of movies about that. And I was like, y'all were real angsty for people that did not have problems.
Empire
Right?
Records, good movie.
They did grunge.
They did grunge and they were just so like every movie in the 90s about Gen Xers is so angsty. And I'm like, what are y'all angsty about? Like your life is really good. The economy is booming. Democracy is still alive. Why y'all angsty?
They were all Buffalo Bills fans, and they watched them lose 4 consecutive Super Bowls.
Once again, I need you. I'm once again begging you to watch VHS 99. There's literally like stuff like there's an American Pie thing that goes horror. Like there is some crazy ass shit. Like there's just that generation and that style of art that's coming out from anything from like an American Pie to like the indie underground. Like that was celebrated so much. It's amazing.
Well, all right. So you're going to watch Bodies. We got to watch Don't Worry, Darling. Hairstyles definitely spilling Chris Pratt. And we have to watch VHS. We have a lot of homework to do. You have to watch The Cutting Edge. Did Allison ever get back to me?
That bitch.
Bitch. Hold on. This is how we're ending this stream tonight. You think she's asleep? I'm calling her. This is it. We're getting to the bottom of this.
No, you gotta be like, hey, have you lost power? No? Then
No.
why did you answer your damn phone?
Why did you answer your phone? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
She's like, why is Mike calling me? It's not Mike. It went to voicemail.
Voicemail? I'm leaving her voicemail.
Oh yeah.
No.
Hey, this is not Mike. It's Bethany. Sending us straight to voicemail? Rude. Anyways, you're probably asleep, which is probably your phone.
You're on What the Show, a soon-to-be verified podcast.
You are. You're on What the Show right now. You're probably asleep, so go back tomorrow and watch this. But anywho, it's very important. A, have you lost power? If not, why didn't you respond to me?
That's not why we're calling.
But we're calling because The Cutting Edge. Have you seen it? Let me know. Thanks.
Well, with that,
I
Allison.
saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
In 2 minutes for roll-bait.
I like that. You're a jabroni.